Okay, Vincenzo, what a pleasure it is to speak with you. We'll start this off so simply as I simply want to get the gauge of how you are today. But there it is. How are you today?
Fine. I'm happy for the our second album, last
Hmm.
album, and we published it in April
Yeah.
of this year, and it's a lot of people tells us. I hope they are true. That is a very good album
Hmm.
and it's very different from the first album of this band because the uh, I almost wrote all the songs in this album,
Hmm.
and Elia, the drummer, wrote all the drum parts,
Of course.
and the previous album instead it's been written all together, and this changed it changes things a lot.
Oh, for sure. I mean, what a significant difference. What a different way to approach it. I do want to get onto that a little later on. But for now, right now, as things stand today, what's keeping you busy as far as the band stuff is concerned? Is there anything particularly kind of dominating your time?
Oh, I, I try to be to talk not so much, but every day I practice Buddhism.
Mm.
So the I try every day to put the Buddhist philosophy in practice,
Mm. Okay.
and I practice Buddhism from I think more than 10 years, and it changed my life completely. I was another person.
Yeah.
And after 10 years, I finally understood that uh, life is not about only on goals, but your goals can be your path to uh, be better as a human being
Hmm.
and do something beautiful for the society in
Mm.
which you live. And I think every day this is my, we can call it mission. Uh, I understood that my life is my mission. So all
Hmm.
my desires or my goals are my mission for the humanity. So
No. That's incredible. That's incredible. How does that how does that affect what you do within the band? Like, are you able are they two separate things? Are you or do you take that philosophy and that thinking into what you do with the band as well?
yeah, I this philosophy became a sort of way of thinking, way of living. So now I can say that I am that philosophy.
It's just you,
So
yes.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I put it in every aspect of my
Yeah.
life, and in the band, yes, and in the way that I try to be different bodies and one mind
Hmm.
towards our goal. And even if we have problems between us or between us and the world, uh, my goal is always it. Well, it's always that we are one and
Hmm.
we fight together. And between us, we try to, everyone has to be himself, and you can do things together, mm, being yourself and not being equal to the others.
Hmm.
And it's difficult to put in practice this, but I try every day, and my goal, another of my goals in this situation, Elia, the drummer, is the youngest in
Hmm.
the band. Uh, I play music, I don't know, from 30 years or
Mm, of
more. So I have more experience than him,
course.
but he has the energy of the young person. And I think that it's right to um, sort of make the younger people grow with your
Hmm.
experience, uh, and try to put together your experience and their energy and their new ideas, fresh ideas.
Yeah.
So in the band, these are the kind of things from myself.
It's what you aim to do. It's your mission, as you said, and the idea is, I guess, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, but it's still the goal, it's still the mission, it's still the aim, right?
Yeah.
Considering we are at the end of July, when you look back at the year so far, the year that's been, are you satisfied with what you've accomplished with the band this year so far?
I'm satisfied. Um, First of all, for the album,
Hmm.
it's been a hard work
Mm.
because we had no time.
Hmm.
So I'm very slow when writing music. Very, very, very slow. But I had no time. So I had to work very hard,
Hmm.
and the result of this hard work, really, I really love it. And we had a tour,
Hmm.
a European tour,
Yep.
some concerts here in Italy, and we gained. For me, the most important thing is people who write to you, telling you, I love your music. I listen to your music every day. I'm looking forward to see you again.
Mm.
Uh, it's you won.
Well,
Except from the numbers are important, numbers of streaming, so
course.
followers, but I think that person who writes to you, it's way more important.
There's nothing like that. I mean, it could be one person and it means more than 10,000 streams because of that connection to that one person.
You're right. Yeah.
Um, you said right, so it's been a lot of work for you because you say you wrote slowly and time was an issue. But what do you mean? Why did time become an issue? Was it because you had a studio booked and you needed to get it in there to record? Was that what was causing the kind of time issue?
It was a time issue because of the contract with the WormHoleDeath Records.
Yep.
So I had to respect the times.
Mm.
So we wrote 8 pieces or nine, I don't remember the new album, 8 pieces in 3 months.
Mm.
And for me, it's crazy.
Yeah.
In fact, I asked for help to our new guitarist, Alessandro,
Mm.
um, for this issue of the time, and also to encourage him to enter the band deeply.
Yep.
So it
Yeah,
was a good occasion.
yeah, that makes sense, right? Because obviously he's new, he's fresh. You kind of want him to get involved and feel like he's an important part and able to contribute, right? So, getting him involved in that, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It makes sense, and it puts new ideas. Um, you know, Alessandro comes from a quite different background.
Mm,
In his mind, there are different sounds from mine,
of course.
and we had to chat a lot. And sometimes I seemed to be a very bad person because I told him, "No, this isn't good. No, this isn't good. No, you can change this. You can change
Mm.
that. Let's change this." But I think we did a good job.
Ultimately, you want to strive for perfection, or as close to that as you possibly can get, and you yourself develop as an artist each day, every week, every month. You yourself get better as well. I mean, you've already described the writing process as being different to the first album, Wrapped Renaissance. Why did you? Was there a specific reason why this album you decided, okay, you're going to write the majority of the songs?
I think this came naturally.
Okay.
You know, when calling from the EMG, our
Hmm.
manager, he told us that we were about to sign with the Wormhole.
Yeah.
Uh, I I already had some ideas recorded,
Yep.
um, and I started slowly, as I like, to work on some of these ideas and on new ideas. Then we signed the contract, and I start not not slowly. Uh, so I we just continued in that way.
So there wasn't any sort of big decision made. It just was these existed and he carried on away. Very natural, very comfortable.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And more, you know, Elia, he came in the band just few months before,
Mm.
um, and so Alessandro, and
Yes.
having two new musicians uh, that you don't know
Mm.
musically, I think the change of the approach came naturally due to this also,
Well,
because you
it,
don't know the others and you can lose time and energy. So I think if one person take the guide, let's say
Mhm.
this, um, uh, all the others can align better.
I understand what you mean. You couldn't spend 6 months, 12 or 12 a year l- getting to know each other musically, working out who knows what or what people's capabilities were from a songwriting perspective, and you being your connective tissue to the first album, so it kind of just makes sense. It flows basically. It keeps it kind of a vein running through both.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're
Sorry.
no, go on. What I wanted to ask you, so right, your songwriting, you already had some ideas beforehand before Wormhole Death comes along. So you had some ideas and so on. But what did those ideas look like? For what was your vision for this album? Did you have a clear idea of what you wanted to create?
Yes,
Hmm.
I'm just two ideas. Um, I wanted to, you know, we play eight-string guitars,
Hmm.
and it's very difficult to play different from Meshuggah or new gent bands or tall bands. I have in mind, my mind is more set on death metal,
Hmm.
like Decapitated, those kind of things. And I wanted the eight-string guitars to play more death metal than genty.
Hmm.
And the other idea, I, I, I tried to put my background studies because I studied jazz guitar in the
Hmm.
music school. Um, a lot of the polyrhythm lessons. I had exams, um, and I have those kind of things in my mind,
Yeah.
and I wanted to put them in metal and in eight-string metal.
Mm.
So for the ideas is very strange because sometimes it's the majority of time it's very difficult to me to have new ideas.
Hmm.
So I say, okay, I don't think about. I listen to music or I do something, and when I sit there, I just warm up and I say, oh, let's try to do this kind of phrasing,
Yep.
and something magically goes out from that, and I say, okay, I like it, I work on it.
So you were consciously aware of your own development. Like you knew what you wanted to do. You knew you wanted to push the specific eight-string guitars in a different direction, as you say, to try and avoid the expectation that comes with such an instrument. Um, Challenging though, right? Did you find it quite a challenging process? Because you said you write slowly, but does that allow you more time to think, more time to breathe, and then become less challenging?
Um, Quite a bit, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, you know, the risk is to go to the other side. That okay, I had time, so I wait.
Yeah.
So the issue of time, in some way of seeing things, helped me because I had to do something. So and to do something with love and
Mm.
with not just for the sake of recording and tell the manager, okay, we are done. No. Uh, so, you know, it's challenging, but it's helping.
Was there any particular, I mean, looking at the entire creative process of this album, was there any one particular thing that challenged you the most that was particularly tough that you thought, oh, maybe I can't even do this? Was there anything?
Um, it's only the moment when you are, I don't know, at the half of the song
Mm.
and you really don't know how to go on.
Right.
That's the
Mm.
moment I say, okay, and now what do I do now? And in that moment, I enter um, the room of I don't ask for help,
Hmm.
but I don't know what to do. It's strange. And this time, when I found myself in that moment, I asked help to Elia, and
Yeah.
he just told me, "Oh, try to do this with simplicity like a child.
Mm.
Try to do this." I did that, and it worked. So good.
Yeah.
But the most challenging moment is that.
Invaluable help from Elia there, at least to get to that point. But the end result does speak for itself, and you've already said it yourself. There's been a really positive response to the album. It's not been out too long. It's only been out a few months, so there's a long way to go to sort of see its overall impact. But right now, there's a lot of love for it, a lot of positivity out there, and you're obviously pleased with that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you know, I really don't care to people talking about what I do,
Hmm.
both positively or negatively. Uh, but it's a pleasure to know that your things touch something in people. So
Well, what about from a live perspective? Because obviously you had the tour. What tracks were there? What were tracks from the album, the new album, really hitting live, going down well live?
um, the second song, Categorical Reprisal.
No, no. So going on the tour live, you were
Yeah,
playing music. You're playing songs from the new album. Um,
yeah, yeah.
were they going? Were they well received live? Were people enjoying them from the live side of things as well?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And I saw almost every night that people danced
Mm.
more on the new songs than the old songs.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Why do you think that is? Can you put your finger on it as to why that might be the case?
I think that the first album is when I listen to it, it seems like searching for something.
Hmm.
Uh, Instead, the this album, the last album, is yeah, I'm searching for something, but I'm more stable.
Yeah.
So I think the listener could feel these kind of things.
I get what you mean. I do understand that. There's a more definition to this album than perhaps existed in the first. The first's a bit of a puzzle for me as well because obviously that's 2022. We're leave. It's the COVID era. You know, we're coming out of that period of time. Obviously the band started before that, but you started in what 2018, and then it was only like 2 years later, and then boom, the entire world. Um, became a mess. In particular, obviously Italy was severely affected early on as well. So it's no surprise that now, many years later, this second album it would sound more cohesive, more you, I guess.
Yeah, 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 exactly. And the lineup changes, different experiences. Um, I think that all of this make the band persons more, I don't know in English, more linked. I don't know.
Yeah, right. That's yeah, tighter, just a little bit more connected.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It does make a lot of sense to me. You also, as individuals, not just even as a band, but as individuals, you grow. You're constantly learning new things. No doubt today, at some point, you might hear or see something that doesn't necessarily mean anything right now, but maybe next time you're writing a song might somehow trigger a little thing that you do differently. It's always a fascinating part of being human, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm glad because I want the future to be particularly interesting and exciting. What does the remainder of 2025 this year look like for the band? Do you have any big plans in the works that you can tell me about?
Yes, for now we are working on promoting the album for the second part of the year
Hmm.
after August, and we're working to about some festivals. We deeply desire to go to festivals, to big festivals,
Mm.
and I think that we won't do any more headlining tours. We saw that it doesn't function so well
Okay.
because of our numbers, and we are not so known in the
Hmm.
world. So and it's quite challenging because we do things, we take things very seriously.
Hmm.
So we grew up a production, an entire production all by ourselves.
Yeah.
and it's very challenging. So, you know, I think that a young project needs to go together with older projects.
Hmm.
Also to understand things in more easily
Hmm.
and to oh, sorry, I don't know in English to you know, when you talk to more experienced people, uh, there's an exchange.
Yeah, you can learn a lot, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, exactly. And you can know so many people from around the world who has different experiences, but more experience than you. So we are working to do this.
Absolutely. There's no replacing experience. When you meet a band, a person who's been around the world, toured in America, things like that, the stories they can tell you that you can learn from their experiences. But even yourself, you go on tour, you make a mistake, perhaps this doesn't work, that doesn't work. That's your experience that you get to share as well. It's just a constant sharing, I guess, that helps everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And the most beautiful experience I did with another band I play in. We shared the stage with Suffocation and
Ooh.
Decapitated,
Mm.
and that show was a complete mess. So Suffocation went away without telling anybody, and Decapitated they stayed there, and we were talking with Bog, and you know, especially here in Italy, we are used to divas,
Mm.
and Vogue is the exact opposite of a diva.
Right.
And he told me this, and it really blew my mind. He told, "There's no reason to get angry,
Mm.
so just chill. If we play, that's good. If we don't play, we're going to have a pizza. It's good." And it's very strange because in the same festival there was a famous Italian band, and they didn't look at you.
Right.
They didn't salute you. You know, instead, Vogue from Decapitated, we talked for an hour, I think.
He gave you respect. He
So,
respected you.
yeah, exactly.
And that's incredible. That's an incredible story. You want your heroes. We all want our heroes. People we respect in the industry or peers. You hope and dream that they are, well, ideally good people. You hope they're good people. So it is always fantastic to hear it. Not only that he was good to you, but you learnt from him. He gave you good advice.
Yeah, exactly. And people like him, they also give you hope
Mm.
because you know our band is not a high level band. We
Mm.
are not so famous, but we already saw sharks. Everyone
Course.
wants money from
Of
you.
course.
They sell you smoke. In Italy, we say people sells you smoke.
Okay.
Uh, they don't give you almost anything. They tell you, "Oh, this is unbelievable," but all they want is money from you, and they
Money.
exploit the fact that you're not famous.
Yeah. It is disappointing
They,
to hear that.
yeah, yeah.
The thing is, of course, you know yourself, making money in the music industry is a damn difficult task for just about everybody. It's not even about being necessarily famous because there's so many different territories to explore and so many different ways that you have to promote yourself that it can be such a challenge. Hell, we've sat here for half an hour and we've talked about your new album, but you know, we didn't even say the title of it. And that's how crazy this can be sometimes. So on day seven, he regretted. We must say that title and get it out. That, of course, is the brand new album that was released earlier this year, which is doing very, very well, and we hope it continues to do very well. Looking forward to seeing what comes next. Looking forward to seeing you out and about, and hopefully the name getting a bit further afield. How then you can come visit the UK because he said it's been a while since you've been over here personally. So let alone bring the band over here. But for now, Vincenzo, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks to you, Carl.
Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.